Welcome back to my channel. So today on the episode of Grade Ready with me, it's gonna be a little bit of a different format because this is gonna be something more interesting than the usual of me looking at the conditions of cards, talking about the cards and then sending it to grade and getting the grades back. But this caught my attention from PSA that they have an autograph series with an artist named Kenji Watanabe. If you don't know who it is, I've already googled it, so let me just open that tab. So Watanabe Kenji is the lead designer of the toy company Wiz, but who cares about that, right? But we all love the franchise of digital monsters, which is Digimon, right? So he is the artist that illustrated Omegamon. So you know, our favorite two Gen 1 Digimon, Agumon and Gabumon. So as you can see, even in this page from PSA, it shows an Omegamon. It's because it's a character that's created by him. And as we know, Digimon cards has one of the best arts compared to the other franchises. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with some of my cards and what this PSA autograph series is all about. So don't mind me, this is the first time that I'm going through this process and I might make some mistakes giving some information error, but maybe throughout the editing I will put in correct details. So let's go down and see. Right, so usually what we do is that we will go through a middleman from Singapore or in Singapore to get our cards graded, and of course Oxley Grading, which I go frequently to grade my cards, offered the service to consolidate all the orders from Singapore to send it to Japan so that we can get it signed by Kenji Watanabe, right? So let's see, what shall we do and the cards that we're gonna bring and how is this whole process gonna be like. Alright, so I'm gonna click on download forms and we can see what we have here. So for this, I mean, we don't have to go through all this process because Oxley is gonna do that for us, and all we have to do is to take a look at this portion here. So in this file, we can see that you can submit not only cards, you can submit also like Funko Pops. Hold on, let me just take a look. Yep, so it says here that they are hosting Kenji Watanabe at their headquarters for a private signing event. He'll sign all the cards that you submitted in advance, jumbo cards, Funko Pops, collectibles, and then PSA will authenticate the cards, encapsulate your items, and then they're gonna send it back to us. So essentially what you see over here in this image at the left, it shows a 2024 Poke Color Illustrator from Kenji Watanabe, and then you can see from here that it's a Gemin 10 and it's autograph 10. Over here at the bottom, he signs the card. And from the top, you can see I think this is the first BT1. Yes, BT1 Omegamon, and he signed the card as well, and it's slat. So that's what we are trying to do. We're aiming to get it signed by him and get it graded. So I can see the prizes here. The card encapsulation is basically putting it in the slab. So that's Jumbo and also Funko Pop. And the autograph grading, it's only $15, which I think is so reasonable for such a legendary artist. So this is really good because first, you don't have to go down to the event to meet him at a crowded convention. Personally, for me, I'd rather stay at home, staying behind the screens, and avoid the crowds. So this is great for me. Getting him to sign the cards and coming back to me signed, great, at the comfort of my own home. Okay, so we will be sending in 2 cards, which is drawn by him from a set. I'm gonna change my setup so that you guys can see what cards I'm gonna be grading, and also I'm gonna drop it to Oxley Grading later today. I think this is gonna take a while before the cards come back. So again, timestamp to the date today and also the date when the, I'm not sure, results or the scans come out, and then we'll update it along the week. Alright, so let's go get down into it. I'm back and let's take a look at my Digimon collection. I don't really collect too many Digimon cards, but I do collect, as you can see from the front, Bizobumon or the Bizmon. It's my favorite, together with Billstarmon. So if you open my album, you can see that I do collect a lot of evolution lines from Impmon and also Bizobumon. Yep, let me just give a small brief introduction on like how do you check with a card whether if it's drawn by Kenji Watanabe or not. For all Digimon cards, you can see at the side of it, it does say the artist's name. As you can see from this card here, it says Kenji Watanabe. Yeah, so this card is drawn by him, and I guess for submission we will probably be submitting cards that are drawn by him. So I don't think I want to grade this card because it's just an option card. Unfortunately, I do not have any Bizobumon or Bizostarmon that is drawn by him. Although he does have really nice Bizobumon cards, but they are very high rarity cards which I don't have. I'll show it to you on the screen here. Boop, boop. 2 cards that are drawn by him, which unfortunately I didn't pull in my Digimon unboxing video. So let's just take a look at more cards that I have. You can see that I'm a big simp of Angelwomon, Lady Devilmons, and like all the female characters. Yep, more Angelwomons, some characters. Oh, and this is the page that I want to show the 2 cards that I'm gonna grade, which is these 2 cards here. Let me take them out first and we'll take a look at their condition so that we can decide on which grading tier that we want to send these 2 cards to be graded. What I hear from Oxley is that all the grading, no matter what, it will be a flat cost. I'm not sure. As I mentioned, tentatively it's 250. At the time of recording on this video, they haven't put out an official amount yet, but we can see later part in the edits. Alright, so you can see here this card is actually really nice too. It features the Omegamon in the background. There are some Omegamon's designs too, but unfortunately it's not drawn by him. There are a few cards that I can point out to you that's drawn by Kenji, but fortunately I don't really have them. Some cards do not have artist names on it, and it's a little bit hard for me to go and check on such like short notice. But yeah, let's just flip through. I collect some of the Tamer cards and some of the cards that are from other series that's not from the Digimon card game. And also, yeah, cards like this, I did check them out, and it's also drawn by Kenji Watanabe from here, you can see. It's a really nice card though. I mean, his art is always very alluring. The textures also look so great. But the problem is, I don't resonate too much with these Digimons. So yeah, tell me which cards do you think is the best art from Kenji, and we'll see. Alright, now I have taken out the cards that I want to grade, and because this is a top view, I'm just going to show it one more time before I go into a more clearer close-up view. Alright, so hold on, let me just change the angle, and we are back. Let me just pull out the 2 cards. So this is going to be an Agumon and Gabumon promo card from a binder collection set. I'm going to throw out the image of the binder here, and you guys can see where these 2 cards come from. So it's an alternate art from BT5, as you can see from here, BT5, and it's drawn by none other than Kenji Watanabe for both cards. Right? So I think this is a pretty meaningful one to grade because he is the illustrator for Omegamon. And fun fact, I have only 1 Digimon cards that I graded in my journey, and it is an Omegamon card. So unfortunately this card is not drawn by Kenji Watanabe and it's in PSA 10, so there's no way I'm gonna crack this card and send it to him to sign even if he was the artist for this card. But I think it will make a nice complementary set for me to put them together like that. Yay, don't you think? 3 slaps. So right now they're just raw and let's see. Okay, so as you can tell, for Digimon cards, I don't think that they have the best conditions, so I'll probably not send them to be graded, but I'm just going to authenticate the autograph done by Kenji Watanabe. So as you can see, in the past I wasn't too wise with how I sleeve my cards. This is a perfect sized sleeve, which is kind of tight for the card. I'll show you that it's a little bit tough to, yeah, see, it's a little bit tough to get it out of the sleeve. So, and like pulling it out like that, it might damage the side of the card. So people who are just new to grading, if your cards in your binder are always placed in tight fit sleeves, make sure that you get them sorted. Change it to a little bit more space in the sleeves, a bit more loose fit, and it will probably help with the conditions of your card. Alright, let me take out the Gabumon Agumon as well. Okay. Right. So let's take a look at the Agumon first. It's really nice because you see at the background there's an Omegamon, and if you see at the background of Gabumon there is Omegamon as well. So the 2 Digimons that, you know, Jawgrass or DNA digivolve into Omegamon that's in the frame, you can see that they are all ready to transcend into their Omegamon form, right? So let's see. Okay, so first let's see Gabumon and its condition. I would say Digimon cards texturing is always very nice, but from my experience with Digimon cards, it's always kind of bad when it comes to the condition. See, just there when I flip to the top, I already see 2 white specks at the top right of the card, even at the left side here also. Bottom left, it's kind of obvious, 2 specks of white, and the bottom here. Yeah, cutting all, it's not really good, so we'll probably not want to send this in for grading, especially just for the card, right? I mean, it's gonna be strange if the card comes back like a 9 and it's certified 10 with authentic autograph by Kenji. So let's just leave that. I'll show what I mean from the slaps description at the top. So let's move on. Wow, look at that. So if you don't know, Omegamon's arm is kind of a combination of like Wargreymon and Metagarurumon. So yeah, probably this, I'm not sure, left side is going to be the Wargreymons like sword, and the right side from here would be the Garuru cannon. So that's gonna be it for now. Let's check on back. Yeah, look at the top right, it's so poor, the quality. Bandai, please do better. I would say centering is fine, just that, yeah, the edges are trash. It's so bad, right? So it's okay. We're not gonna go into too details about grading, although this is a great video. So yeah, I'm gonna just put it in cut savers, and let's head on to Oxley and get them submitted. Really excited to see how this one's gonna go. It's gonna be my first autograph card as well. And to be honest, Digimon has way better art than its competitors, but the fan base is just not allowing Digimon to thrive. So maybe it's a good thing I get to open my Digimon cards leisurely. Alright, so now they are in their cut savers, so They're both ready to be graded. I will bring these two cuts down right now, and let's cut to Oxley then. And I am back from collecting my slabs from OG. So, as of today of the recording, we have finally received our Kenji Watanabe slabs back. So I'm super excited to show you how it really looks like and my thoughts about this whole experience. So here is our prize. As you can see, it's already signed by Kenji himself, and also the Grwm card. So how beautiful is this? Can anybody tell me how beautiful is this? So this just goes to say that the legendary Kenji Watanabe has touched and blessed these two cards. What are my thoughts? What are my thoughts? First, they are in sequential. So this is ends with a 9-7 and this ends with a 9-8. And I just want to show and say that this is graded with an auto 9 for both of the cards, right? So what does that mean? That also means that Kenji didn't really do a very good job in signing the cards. So that's why it came back with an autograph 9. I'm just kidding. I guess that, you know, sometimes there's a little bit of a smudge on the autograph. That's why, you know, it didn't really get a 10. But I still feel kind of strange about this because those cards were like signed at the PSA headquarters and they didn't give a auto 10 for all the cards. Kind of funny, right? But it's okay. I mean, this just goes to show that they are very fair in the grading system, I guess, and getting a 10 is not for everybody. So 99, then alright, it's fine. So I would just like to say a huge thanks to Oxley Grading for helping us to send our beloved cards to PSA to get them signed by Kenji, and also to get them graded and sent back so quickly. The reason why I did not grade these two cards because the condition is not the best, as you can see, and I was like kind of hoping that both of them got a 10 for the autograph and that's it, so it doesn't like have PSA 8, PSA 9 and auto 10. But I guess it's fine because this is memorabilia piece that just really wanted to get these two signatures on the card. So no hating on this whole process. You see the shine, wow, really mesmerized by that. Yeah, and I bought two graded guards that are matching to the Grwm and Agumon, and I'm gonna put them in to see if it looks nice. I'm not really sure because this is my first time buying this color of graded guard. Usually I'm only collecting golden. Oh my goodness. Okay, scared me there for a little. But yeah, this is the blue for the Grwm. Let's see, kind of cute. Okay. Clip, and there it goes for the ASMR nervous. Wow, it looks really nice with the blue. Okay, get it here, boom. And then for Grwm, we have the red graded guard for it. Wow, I think this is a really good idea to grade these two cards because I think this is my favorite right now. I kind of love the Omegamon, so Grwm and Agumon naturally are my favorite Digimons. Another one for the ASMR lovers. Oops. Okay, guess I'm not cut up to do. Oh my goodness, what happened? Okay. Okay. wow, it makes the color pop so much more with the great cards, right? This like, I don't know, gummy red and the blue. Oh my goodness, I'm in love. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, I think this is gonna be permanent fixtures somewhere on my table. So I'll probably just find two really nice stands and just boop. And both of them shall be staples. Wow, this is really nice. Okay, so I've spent around 500 Singapore dollars, so it's 250 Singapore dollars each for a card to be signed and graded. And of course, all the insurance and the good stuff covered by Oxley Grading. So always, 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 thank you so much for keeping our cards safe and also being such trustworthy grading partners of PSA. And well, I guess if there are any similar services that's going to be provided, or like another signature series that's going to be offered by PSA, definitely do check out Oxley Grading. You know, sign up for their Instagram page, follow them, and you know, check them out because they are really friendly and always give the best price and the best services that they can offer to us. And you know what, then you might also fall in love with such cards like this. And frankly speaking, this is my very first autograph cards. I do not have any of the ones, so I think this is something really special. Like usually cards that I have that are graded, currently I'm like having a trend to put them in this graded guard golden edition. But I don't know, taking a look at colors of red and blue really impressed me though. This is something that I didn't expect that I like so much. You know, when I collected the slaps, I was just like, you know, PSA 9, autograph 9, meh. But you know, doing this video and having a closer look just, you know, brings so much memory back to me watching the Digimon series, and a little bit of nostalgia here, but it makes me feel so much happy that I had a chance to get a signature card by Kenji. And also, if you watched the earlier part of this video, as I said, a person with social anxiety like myself doesn't really like to be in the crowd, and I don't know, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna look or feel really awkward around Kenji if I'm like, hey, here's my card, please sign. So I guess this service is really something that is great, that it helps to, you know, escalate that process, cut all the time to wait for the signature to be taken, and also, you know, get our cards graded by Kenji himself. I mean, this is definitely signed by Kenji, right? It's not gonna be an imposter that has I'm just kidding. We saw the Instagram post that Kenji was signing the cards like weeks ago, and then the status on the grading was slowly changing to be like grading, and then kept encapsulating, and then, you know, the next thing you know, ready for collection. So this is really beautiful for these two cards. I just like to say, for people who really likes to collect signature cards, if you missed collecting this, I'm sure you're regretting right now. But as a person who never collected any signature cards, you know what, maybe this is just gonna be a start of the first of many. I'm not sure. The last time I tried to collect some football signature cards from the booster packs, I didn't get any. But maybe, you know, World Cup is upcoming, and if you want to take a look, I have a Ronaldo card that is from the Euro 2024. I was like kind of hoping or expecting Ronaldo to win, but yeah, he kind of pulled short in that competition. So however, he did win, I don't know what trophy, maybe the UEFA or something, and he is definitely going to be playing for the World Cup in 2026. So who knows, maybe I'll pull a really nice Ronaldo card. the next time. So stay tuned to my channel as I open more fun products that I really like, and I hope that you guys really like too. And thanks for watching this first episode of Grade Ready with me. I hope you enjoy it, and please leave some comments and like, and also follow me if you are interested in such content. Anyways, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one.